Yes, people, welcome back to United View. Welcome to the match preview for Manchester United's trip to St Mary's to take on Southampton. And this is the one. This is the one. The international break is over. All the build up to this game where we are saying, and we have been saying, the pressure is on after the licks we got against Liverpool, the embarrassment we took at Old Trafford against our biggest rivals. Listen, let's make no mistake about this now. We know we can't fuck this up. I'm sorry. We have to just go into it straight
Monetization
up.
gone.
Don't care. Like seriously, like bro, we can't mess this up, man. Like there is anything other than a loss is a total disgrace. A total disgrace. Sorry, anything other than a win is a total disgrace. Let me get that right. That's how rattled I am already because we can't afford to lose it. I think with all of the shit that's been going on, you don't get to lose that game as well if you turn in that sort of performance against Liverpool and the loss against Brighton, which was for different reasons. I understand. You don't go to bottom of the league. Only scored 1 goal. They've conceded 5, I believe. Trying to play out from the back, very naive, picked apart most games. If they play you off the park or you lose in any facet, any fashion, there's not going to be much coming back from that.
No, I hate to start negative. It goes from look, 3 games into the season, and look, even if there was a negative result, mathematically, obviously, the season can still be salvaged and you can still come back. But it goes from a bad start to an absolutely horrific start to the season, doesn't it? Because you win your first game, cool. You lose your second one, you go, it's not ideal, but okay. Lose your third, you go, he played Liverpool, all right. It's not great. I mean, these are excuses I'm making here. But then if you have your first 4 games, you've lost 3 and you've only won 1, and that was a 1-0 win. Again, I mentioned this. I mentioned this on the morning show. Me personally, not that it's going to be like, after the game, club statement, Eric's gone.
No, that won't happen.
But in terms of just looking forward, moving forward, the real sheer, can he actually turn this around, steer this ship right? I think you would have massive reservations about the possibility of doing that. I mean, obviously, the games afterwards, like you'd probably win it. It'd be one of those ones we played Barnsley, we'd win, but it'd be like, it doesn't really do anything. And then you look at the next Premier League game, we've got Palace away. That is not a given at all. So our next 2 Premier League games are away from home. Well, actually, look, take out the cup competitions here. Our next Premier League games are as follows: Southampton away, Crystal Palace away, Spurs at home, Villa away. Like,
so them
if
4.
If you're just looking at the league, bread and butter, you're going, that is a tough. Take out the Southampton one. The 3 after that is a tough run of games. So you have to win anyway. But you really, really have to win, because where the hell are we going to be come the end of it as well?
It's another thing. We're probably skipping ahead a little bit here, because it's one thing going into those 3 Premier League games, like I said, with this Southampton win in the back pocket. Because let's make no mistake, beating Southampton, no disrespect, let's hope we flipping do. Again, we'll be like,
it won't change anything.
You know won't change anything.
No,
it's if you're on the wrong end as well. That's just the absolute disgrace one. If you're on the wrong end of Crystal Palace again, and you get done by Spurs at home, and then, let's be honest, I mean, Villa away, just even at the best of times, that's like it's now like a top 6 team. It's now like that's one of the big
Villa. I mean, absolutely.
You don't really want to, no one wants to go there. You know what I mean?
I know, really. With Villa. I mean, on top of that, I know they lost to Arsenal, but apart from that, they won their other 2 games. I think they did. Like I said, they're a good team at the moment. Their Champions League campaign starts next week. It'll be interesting to see again what happens with them after that. But as of right now, it's still a tough place to go. We did win there last season, but still, it's a weird one this weekend, because again, it's nothing but a win. It's nothing but a win. Nothing else will suffice. But I mean, I know this will skip ahead a little bit, because I do think we'll win. I just think it's going to be quite similar to the last time we played Southampton, which was a couple of years ago at St Mary's. They got relegated that season. I think we won 1-0. Bruno scored. It wasn't a great game, I
remember watching that game, and I think it was Salisu was like outrunning Ronaldo in a foot race, and I was like, fucking hell, Ronaldo.
I think it was the 3 of us. I think it was you, me, and KG and UVHQ did the game, and it was
green kit.
We're like, it wasn't great, but we We did it. And our record history is on our side. Southampton are winless in their last 14 Premier League meetings against Manchester United since that 1-0 win away, January 2016. I was there, ended the streak that day. United are unbeaten in the last 12 Premier League away games at Southampton since a 1-0 loss in August of 2003 is the last time we've lost away to Southampton. So history is on our side against newly promoted sides as well. Manchester United have only lost one of their last 30 Premier League games against promoted sides, winning 2022, drawing 7, winning 15 of their last 17. Since when, Flex? When was the last time we lost against a newly promoted side in the Premier League? It's a quite significant one, actually.
Brentford?
No.
No. Is it
significant for an end of an era?
Newly promoted team. Was it Ollie when we got licked by Watford?
Yeah, 4-1. Yeah, back in November 2021. Ollie's final game. Ironically enough.
Licks in that game. I was there. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Anyway, Ollie's even said, even at half-time, I knew I was done. They all gave up. And then the second half was actually a lot better. But anyway, there's no point talking about that. To the actual game, though, and our players, everyone back fit off of international duty at the time of recording. We haven't heard the presser yet, but UGARTE, how much can he give us? I don't think he's going to start. I think Erik ten Hag will have caution to the wind, even though he's fit enough or whatever, or can do a little bit. I still think, with the cautious nature of Erik ten Hag, I think we see Casemiro again. I think we see Kobbie Mainoo again and Bruno again. Like you said, not much changes.
No, I don't think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago at this point, it might have been that I wouldn't even be shocked if it's actually the same team that plays against Southampton.
Yeah,
it's Liverpool. The only change possibly could be could be an Ahmad instead of a Garnacho. That might be the only one.
Same team.
That does a change.
Yeah, but I'm with you, Owen. Unchanged side.
I think it could be an unchanged side. I mean, if you're going to go through the team, you go back. Obviously, Onana in goal. Even though Tom Heaton, I saw the Flex and KG show, bring him in. Bring him in. No problem. Time for Heaton. Back four, once again, will be obviously Dalot, Martinez, De Ligt, and Mazraoui. Midfield will be Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro. The front 3/4 will be Rashford will be on the left. Bruno will be in the 10. I guess it's just a debate on the right. If it's going to be Garnacho, is it going to be Ahmad? He might go Ahmad this time.
Yeah,
he might go Ahmad this time because he was lively when he came on. And then it'll be Joshua Zirkzee at front. There won't be and then UGARTE will be on the bench. The only thing we'll be worried about that really is we looked towards our bench, didn't we, against Liverpool, and we said collectively that bench is shit. And I think we're probably going to have a similar reaction at the weekend.
Yeah,
when
the team young Toby Colley on there, Eriksen on there,
Anthony,
Maguire on there, Anthony on there.
And just UGARTE, we'll be like, I'm glad UGARTE's in it. But in terms of like, I could bring on this guy to change the game, that guy to change the game. No. It'll be like, we can bring on Garnacho or Ahmad, whichever one it is, and they can help. But that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So it's another one where we're looking at it going, this first 11 needs to really do it. It was the same against Brighton. It's been the same in all the games, really. Well, apart from when Mason Mount wasn't injured. So, from Brighton onwards, it's been, mate, we need to get this done. So, yeah, I think it's. I think we will win, and sometimes you think, bloody hell, maybe don't, don't say this, but I think we will win, but it's not going to be easy. I don't think we win comfortably. I'll be pleasantly surprised if we win comfortably, like a routine day at St Mary's. A couple of goals.
Do you think we could have to come back in that game? Would you be shocked?
I said my prediction on the Inside Devils when we did on TalkSport yesterday. I said I'm so pessimistic right now. I think we win slender 2-1, and I think the game's 1-1 at one stage.
Well, but it wouldn't be a surprise because Manchester United have come from behind to beat Southampton in 10 different Premier League games. Only Liverpool have made more comebacks wins against a single opponent in the competition's history. So basically, history means that we do come back. But just to give you a bit of this is a preview, and it's not just a preview for Manchester United, it's a preview for Southampton. Southampton, in terms of their start this season, not good. Southampton have lost all 3 of their Premier League games so far this season. They could be the first side to lose each of their first 4 in 3 different campaigns in the competition, previously doing so in 98-99 and 2012-2013, which was the last time they were a promoted side. But when you want to talk about United losing games at the start of the season, of course, United have lost as many as 2 of their first 3 games in a season for the second time under Erik ten Hag, also in his first season, as many times as they did in their previous 29 campaigns combined. They last lost 3 of their first 4 back when in 1986 to 1987. So it's been a while since we've lost 3 out of our first 4. Again, hopefully it won't be that at the weekend. But interesting with the history involved in all of that.
Just, I swear, honestly, sirens in the chat. I do feel like, I don't know, I talked to Ed Chamberlain, massive Man United fan, used to present Monday Night Football back in the day. What a guy. And he was just saying, yeah, look, of course it's Man United. You know, he fears for them. But also, he says he can't work out whether, you know, it's a good time to play Man United and say, listen, they'll be fragile. You know, he said Russell Martin will absolutely play the same way. That stubbornness, and they're a bit worried about that. Because again, you know, I've argued about this with a few people. I mean, Quaker was going back and forth about, you know, these teams coming up, playing in this way, sticking to the principles, but get smashed every week. And you know, hopefully they'll play in the same way. We need to be nicking the ball off them, forcing them into mistakes. They ain't great. Let's call a spade a spade. They're not very good, but you know, we have to put them to the sword. We have to do everything right. If we perform properly, we've got better players all over the pitch. But this is it: mentality, mistakes, and again, tactical naivety. Just because we are better than them, individual over the park, we can get outdone by a game plan and, you know, doing one thing really, really wrong. And then all of a sudden, Kyle Walker-Peters is inverted and he's running through the midfield because, again, there's massive gaps all over the place. So it doesn't matter about inferiority of individuals. We've seen that already. Burnley showed us that last year. So that's what worries me.
Could it be a potential, though, for it just to click for United? Because I'm seeing another stat here, which is an encouraging one, that says Man United have scored around 3 goals fewer than their XG suggests that he should so far this season. 2 goals, 5.2 XG, the biggest such difference in the competition this season. Meanwhile, Southampton have the second largest difference so far, 1 goal, 3.5 XG, and the lowest shot conversion rate amongst all teams. So I suppose both teams might be looking at it going, actually, just needs to click. And I suppose that first bit of United saying we've got the biggest difference, rather, in terms of goals versus expected goals this season. And I know stats, people can roll their eyes at it, go, it's the eye test, brother. That's all I care about on the pitch. But some might look at that and say, well, maybe some of the underlying metrics actually quite positive or more positive than we're letting on. And it is just a case of, it will click. And then this will be you know, what we would really need actually is for that to click. And then for it to be like a 2-0 or 3-0. Actually, you know what? I know we haven't been good this season, but that was better. That was better. It wasn't great still today, but it was a bit more routine. Like, we haven't had a routine. Last 10 minutes, we know we've won the game in a while. It feels
probably like Everton away, innit? And like you said,
Everton away.
The first half of that, the 3-0 with Garnacho overhead kick, because after half time it was 1-0, but then we came straight out, got a penalty, I think from Martial, and then we were like, actually, you know, then Bruno took the penalty, and then Martial scored, I think, the third.
Well, people mentioned as well when we beat West Ham at Old Trafford last season, you know, with the kids all sitting on the side, that was 3-0. And it was 3-0. It was 2-0. It was 1-0.
No, but they had a few chances. But
I mean, by the point that, I mean, it was 2-0 about at 50 minutes. Garnacho got the third in the 84th minute. So I'm talking like the last sort of 15 minutes. You're like, we won the game. We're okay. We don't have that.
I don't remember a lot of them, mate.
No, we don't.
Did we beat Bournemouth 3-0 at home as well? Or, no, did we get licks off them at home last year? Yeah, we beat Bournemouth easy.
No, last season was the whole.
When they done us.
Yeah.
And
the Solanke had the ball in the better net a bunch of times. Yeah.
Oh my god, it should have been 4. Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, just get licks. You've got so much licks that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So locking in predictions. Owen, what are you saying?
Prediction, I'm going to go with 1-0 Manchester United. It is going to be KG, not the man, Cagey of a game. It is not going to be pretty. Southampton will come out the game going, we should have done better in that game. We maybe should have won that game.
We had a few moments there.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to go, nothing's changed, nothing's fixed, but we got 3 points. And that is going to be just exactly what Erik ten Hag needs or has to do, the bare minimum. It will not, like you say, change anything in terms of perception and momentum going forward. We will then just be nervous about our next game, which is Barnsley, which is hilarious that we'll be nervous about, but we will be. And then we'll be nervous after that about Crystal Palace away. So it's going to change too much. But I'm going to go with a 1-0 Manchester United victory. I'll give you a goal scorer as well. The goal scorer will indeed be Joshua Zirkzee. We'll get the goal as well for Manchester United to kind of silence the doubters a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to go stick, like I said, with that tight 2-1. I think the goal scorers will be, I think Barrett and Diaz will score. And for us, it will be Zirkzee and Rashford. You know what? I'm gonna put
Rashford gets his goal.
Rashford gets his goal. Actually, no, I'm gonna go Sugawara for Southampton. He's all right. Ed Chamberlain did say they might switch from that back 5 as well, and maybe go to a back 4 in this game as well. Again, we'll wait and see. But you know, Adam Armstrong up front, Barrett Diaz or whatever. You know, like if any of these guys, I swear, honestly. Anyway, let's just wait. Let's not even do the condescending thing of like Adam Armstrong.
Well, look, we'll see your reaction to it. You'll be inside UVHQ for the match view on Saturday. I'll be live 10:30 a.m., 2 hours before kickoff, as per usual, to give you your pre-match or your team news or your stories or your build-up. And Flex, KG, and the rest will be there. And I'm sure it'll be totally fine with you two. It's not as if like
Marcel's coming as well.
It's not as if you've got a terrible track record together inside UVHQ when it comes to these games. It's not as if you and KG legitimately probably nearly fallen out like 10 times.
All the
every time.
KG said it in Effects and KG, so this is it. Like I turned to him, I said, "Is it?" I do because I know he's super always. He's the one who makes us.
You rub each other the wrong way in the game. I could. You like.
We gaslight each other.
He'll needle you. He'll be like, "Oh, Flex, come on, Flex." You'll go, "Nah, KG, this bullshit. It's bullshit." And then 5 minutes later, be like, is this the bullshit then, Flex? This is where you're going, "Oh, shut up, KG, you blind." And then the stream ends and I get a phone call and I can hear the background, "No, you shut up."
Exactly.
You're pissing me off, man. And I'll get a phone call from KG later on as he's reversing into his place. Beep, 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 beep. It's crazy what's going on. Yeah, obviously.
The realization. Wait, Owen, we're in the mud, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll go, Mr. the comedian, go, "Owen, it's not good."
This is what he does. And then what? Because then what he does is he'll go. That is what gets me, because he'll go, "Oh, I'm Finnish. Oh, Turkish. Oh no, look." And I'm like, "You do this all the time. You betting these people. You're saying all these things." and then he's like, then he says, "Bro, don't attack me. Like we're supposed to be in one, like we are." And I goes, "I get that. I understand that. I need to be like, we want the same thing." But I'm like, in the middle of the thing, when we're angry, trying to dissect what's actually happened, stop thinking about, "Oh, this person's going to get me now," because you did that.
His post-match analysis will be like it was against Brighton, where he sits there and he goes,
yeah, because he starts thinking of all the things that are about to happen to him, and plus the team shit.
He sits there like that, goes,
oh. He starts looking around. Yeah, it's all you see. His brain just realizing, "Oh my god, I'm in massive, massive trouble." But it's true though. I do see it with the DR thing. I'll be honest. Self-preservation does kick in, especially because of the pressure that's on us, like in the public thing. So I know walking in on Monday, what I really want is a 12:30. Please just get the 3 points so I can just enjoy that Sunday game.
Yeah, like North London derby. You want
to be I just want to watch it and laugh. I want to be able to have banter and laugh at Arsenal if they get cooked, or laugh at Arteta new contract rewarding failure just to lose against Spurs. Great.
I mean, it's shapeless because obviously the pushback is it's Southampton.
mate, you take anything, because when it's your time, no one doesn't ease up on you. Matisse drew against Palace. Did you see him talking to me about the Liverpool? You know what I mean? He just won 6-2 the game before his team was back, and then Eze had been stuck one of the top bins, and he was fuming. So it doesn't work like that. That's why you have to be there at the table. Just get your W so you can be part of it. Anyway, guys, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please, Man United, I swear to God, do not F this up. I'm out of here. Peace.